cooking video, and your girl's back in her car again. But we're gonna get to the cooking. It's just easier for me to start the intro here because it's quiet and there's no one around. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, welcome. We do just a little bit of everything here. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when I upload another video and you become part of our family. Why not? It's free. Come on, hit the subscribe button. Anyway, so tonight we are cooking. You're going to cook with me. This is a super easy, affordable, relatively quick meal. So we're going to do ravioli. We're going to bake it. We're not going to defrost it. There's a couple ways that you could do this. Recipes to me is a starting point, okay? So you don't have to follow things exactly the way someone else can do them. You can completely change it up. So I'm going to make a meat sauce, and we're not even going to defrost our raviolis. So let me get home, get out of my car, get all the stuff out. I'll show you the cast of characters, and you'll cook dinner with me, and you're going to see how easy and delicious this recipe is. I can't wait to have dinner tonight. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, y'all, here is our cast of characters for our ravioli tonight. We are going to bake this. So we have a bag of frozen ravioli. I have a bell pepper, an onion, some garlic, a jar of pasta sauce. I'm just going to use some Italian seasoning. I seasoned some Montreal Steak Seasoning, a little bit of Parmesan, some mozzarella. I'm using ground turkey. If I don't have enough cheese, I'm going to use some sharp cheddar. Do not be afraid to mix your cheeses. You do not have to stay with typical Italian cheeses. That sharp cheddar is going to add a whole nother flavor because you got that creamy ricotta cheese inside those noodles. So that can give you, use some smoked Gouda, use some provolone, use whatever you got. And I'm using ground turkey. You can totally use ground beef, pork, chicken, the Beyond Meat, pretend beef meat stuff. You can leave the meat out altogether. You can make this with just 3 ingredients, guys. You can make this with the ravioli, the pasta sauce, and the mozzarella and be completely done. So just to give you some options, also feel free, if you don't like onions and bell peppers, don't add them in. I'm going to make a meat sauce. When I make my meat sauce, I always use onion, bell pepper, and garlic. Use this time to add in some more vegetables. If you have some people that are not keen on vegetables, grate in some zucchini would be great. You could even do some carrots. You could chop up or slice up some celery. Think of this as a starting point. Recipes are a starting point. So this is what we're starting with. Let me go ahead and get some stuff going, and I'll show you as we go along. I did start preheating the oven at 400 degrees. So let's get started. I start with softening my peppers, and onions in a pan with some olive oil, a little salt and pepper. Season every layer that you cook because each layer needs to be seasoned. So I'm going to let these soften. I'll grate in some garlic cloves. I'll add in my meat, and I'll get all of that browned. Now, I am not opposed to using pre-chopped up minced garlic in the jars, but sometimes I do like using the whole garlic. So just break your garlic cloves open, get a couple cloves out. I've got 3 big cloves. Smack them real hard and peel the skin off. And then this is just a little grater. I just use the rough side here, and I grate the garlic on it right over the pan and then stir it in. When you do this, make sure you check the back of the grater because a lot of the time it stays there. And then just wipe that off. Now that my meat is starting to brown, and it is broken up, this is where I season up my meat. So you season to taste whatever seasonings you like. I like to start with any kind of ground meat. I really like to use this Montreal Steak Seasoning. I think it just gives the meat a nice flavor. It kind of will give it, to me, it'll help when you're not using sausage. Just give it a little more flavor because let's face it, ground turkey, ground chicken has no flavor, right? So just use however much you want. And then I'm also going to use some Italian seasoning there, 30 maybe. There we go. And again, however much you want to use. This is your recipe. You use what you want, however much you want, because you are eating it, you are making it. And because I really like the flavor, I'm going to add a little bit of basil leaves. If I had fresh, I would put some fresh in at the very end, but I don't. Okay. And a little bit of pink Himalayan salt, not a lot. Heart patient don't really use salt. On rare occasion, we've got garlic in it, so we don't need garlic. So let's mix that up. Those of you with Android phones, do you have Bixby? I don't know who Bixby is, but he keeps interrupting me. I'm trying to figure out how to turn him off. Alright, so I'm going to let this, I'm going to stir it in, let it continue cooking, and I'm going to put in the pasta sauce after that. I also have my pan out. I have sprayed it with some nonstick spray. So, and my oven is preheated to 400 degrees. Alright, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I have added in my pasta sauce. Now, this is a thick meat sauce. Do you guys see this? You don't have to have yours this thick if you don't like it. You can add in, this is my pasta sauce. I added in a little bit of water into the jar, shook it up to get the rest of it out there. You can add in a can of diced tomatoes, crushed tomatoes, tomato sauce if you like it a little more thin than this. I did take just a tiny bit of the sauce without the meat in it and put it down here in the bottom of this pan just to keep everybody from sticking. Y'all, and we are ready to start building our baked ravioli. Alright, so what I've done here is just a layer of raviolis. Excuse me, y'all. I'm going to take the meat sauce, and I'm going to put it on top. Here we go with another layer. That one's a little easier to get in there. We're going to do the same thing again. I think we can get 3 layers. And here's our cheese on top. We're going to do one more layer, and then we're going to cover it and bake it. This is the last layer of raviolis. I can move this one down a little bit. I got 3 layers out of it. This is the brand that I got. I think I got it at Aldi's. Either Aldi's or Walmart. I think I got it at Aldi's. It was in that last big grocery haul, which I'll link that video down below. So let me finish up this last layer with our meat sauce and our cheese. And I'm throwing it on the stove, but that's okay. We'll get it all in there. There's our cheddar. Like I said, you don't have to use cheddar, but think outside the box. You don't have to use just mozzarella and Parmesan cheese. You can change it up. Some smoked mozzarella, some smoked Gouda. You can even put some provolone slices on here. Should be really good too. Now that's it. I'm going to put some foil on it. I'm going to put it in the oven and bake it for about 30 minutes. Pull the foil off and bake it uncovered for 10 minutes at 400 degrees. And I will show you when it comes out. Here we are after 30 minutes. I've just taken the foil off. When you have something cheesy, spray the inside of your foil with your pan. See, that's the only little bit of cheese that's stuck. So spray it really good with pan before you put it on your casserole. So I'm gonna put it in there for another 10 minutes and we'll come back, take it out, and we'll eat. All right, y'all, here we go. This is our dinner. I'm gonna put a little salad over here. Tell me how good that looks. Alright guys, thanks so much for spending this time with me. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. And thank God for today because it truly is a gift. I will see you guys really soon. Let me know if you try it. Bye-bye.